Alright, let's give Friday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Party Crashers. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, well I definitely have this check. That just moves the king to here. I don't know if that's useful at all. If I ever move my knight, checking here. Oh, the pawn can just take the rook. Okay. What else is going on? This knight seems pretty deep in my position. But it's also kind of preventing the queen from getting down here, which is nice. Okay, if I take this, king takes, or what if I go here, king here, and then take? Because I'm threatening checkmate. So I think the king's going to have to take that. I might be getting a little ahead of myself here. This is a check, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I probably have to give checks. But I was thinking I might be able to sacrifice the queen and then there would be like double checks or something. It's probably not going to work. Alright, what's going on? I mean, it seems like just taking the rook with check has to be a pretty good idea to me. I don't really have a follow-up check, unfortunately. Is there some reason that sacrificing this immediately would be good? The bishop has to take that. Then takes... Yeah, like, if my knight gets out of here, this is almost mate. Like, if I can get this bishop away... So if I sacrifice my queen, the bishop has to take that. And then if I can figure out a way to get my knight out of here, this would be mate. But I can't, like if I take the rook, then the king's escaping. I don't see a quick way to do that, especially because the bishops are just going to be staring at each other. Sack the queen, bishop takes, sack the rook, king here, discovered check. It's not working. Like I really want to take the rook, but it just seems like the king has too many squares after I take. I feel like this pawn's taking away a really important square right now. If I scoot the king over first, oh, that might actually work. I think that might work. Wait, check, king here, sack the queen, bishop takes. This is mate. There it is. Finally found it. No. The knight. Yeah, am I going to have this? Yes, I will. I have this discovered check. Right? Wait a second. Check, king here, sack the queen, bishop has to take, rook check, only one move for black, king here, double check mate. And my bishop will be protecting my rook. That's nuts. That is a spicy little number. So check, I have to move the king away from the corner square so that I can sack my queen, and then my rook will be on a square that's not defended by anything. So it's check, king scoots back, sack the queen, rook in. King only has one move, it's to come out to here, and then I jump here, double checking the king and protecting my rook all at once. Whew, spicy. Spicy meatball, dude. Let's run that back one time. Alright, I was staring at this one for a little while before I finally figured it out. I was trying to figure out how to make this work for a while, sacrificing my queen. And then I was thinking about sacrificing my rook as well, but that just is too much material. I don't have enough firepower here. But I saw that if I dive my knight out of the way, my bishop kind of gets involved. But the bishops are staring at each other. There's a lot of action here. And then I finally noticed that if I give this check with the queen, the king has to scoot this way. And then this is only protected by one piece, so I can start coordinating my pieces. So I go here, the king backs up, and then I can sacrifice my queen, because once the bishop takes, that's the only piece defending that square, and my rook can get in. So it's here, here, and now my rook's getting in. And the king can move, but it only has one square, and that square happens to be on the same diagonal as my bishop. So if my knight jumps out of the way, my bishop's going to be protecting my rook, which is pretty cool. So I hop here, king hops here, and then I can double check, checkmate this king, because my rook's got all these squares, and my bishop's going to be protecting it after I move my knight out of the way. And I'm checking the king with two different pieces. King's got nowhere to move, and that's a checkmate, doggy. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.